So today we're talking about four things that are model railway related, and in this case 4 locomotives. So what you're looking at is a CN GP9 that was chop-nosed, and this is long before Rapido came out with their chop nose. So this is a home chop nose 4121, and you can see some of the details I added there, and this is before you could buy one. So that was just a project that was fun to do, but this is the state of the art. This is my retirement present to myself, which is a Rapido RS18 with all the bells and whistles, literally. And it's also a nice engine to run. Of course, it's a joy to run. And that is the state of the art. It is for DC anyway. So we had something old, something new, and what do you think comes next? Well, technically it should be something borrowed, but I don't really think I have to give this back, but we'll use it for the sake of the video. This is from Chris Mears down in Atlantic Canada. It's a little 44 tonner from Maine Central. So these locomotives also represent 4 different eras of iterations of my layout. This one was the New England iteration, and now we're back in Kingston, but that's okay. And this is something old, new, borrowed, and blue. And this is a GP9 by Athearn, one of the classic blue box ones that my dad used to have, and it was Union Pacific. And so when I switched to New England, it became Boston and Maine, with out of the box out of the box details, nothing fancy, but it's still usable and it's also fun to run. So those are my 4 things, but wait, let's do a bonus 4 things. We'll get these guys out of the frame. Actually coming out. And let's talk about rolling stock. And let's go in reverse. So this is something blue in McGuinness era, Boston to Maine, 40-foot boxcar, also from my New England iteration. And it's just an Athearn car that I redoored and decaled in my own way. That B&M is actually just paper glued on there, but I like that paint scheme from the 60s when Boston to Maine and a lot of railroads came out of the drab era. Something borrowed, again, I don't think he wants it back, but this is from CP Modeler and Full Scale Modeler at Waterloo Central, Bob Fallowfield. The interesting thing about this tangent car, it's not out of the box. Bob weathered it, and it looks great, it runs great, and that decal on there is one that was featured on Manitoba cars that were released in 1980, and Tangent actually produces those, and most of the documentation I found I've put on my blog Trackside Treasure about those decals, and it was great that Tangent made that. So that's, we'll call it borrowed. This is something new. You're going to say, that's not new. It's an Athearn blue box kit. But why I really like this and the NYC pacemaker scheme is that my dad had these on his layout back in the late 50s, early 60s. And this is an Athearn model of that Sentinel fast freight service scheme. But look what's next to it. Something old. This is an old cardboard model of the same paint scheme, so you can compare and contrast. I would never try to run this, so why am I keeping it? Well, I'm keeping it because it shows the construction techniques of way back when. I actually took a drawer hinge or a door hinge. I actually glued it on there for weight, and you can see the cardboard construction, but hey, the door slides. And so that's something old. So now we've covered 4 things that are fun to have on the layout: old, new, borrowed, and blue. And it shows you don't have to spend a fortune. You don't even have to keep up with the times, but you can enjoy things and run them on your own layout that you enjoy doing. So thanks for watching.